Hey everyone, happy Monday. It's Evan here, another fantastic guest. Today, my favorite topic, unified communications, collaboration, contact center, and more with William Rubio, Chief Revenue Officer at Call Tower. Bill, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Evan. How's it going?
I'm doing well. It's been a number of years since we've chatted, and a lot has happened at Call Tower in the last few years. You guys are on a growth trajectory, to say the least. So it's really nice catching up.
Yeah, likewise. It's been a while, and been here now. I can't even believe it myself. Been 10 years over at Call
10
Tower. So
years in tech. That's like 6
10 years.
lifetimes in the
It is.
normal
It
world.
really is, right? Because usually it's like, where you at 2 years ago? But no, it's been 10 years, and it's been a fun 10 years. I think we built the company the right way and provide some good services to our customers and making sure that we keep up with the times and what's going on. And boy, it's been a fun 10 years as far as how UCaaS has really changed and CCaaS over the past 10 years. So it's definitely been exciting times to be in our industry right now.
It is really the best of times, I'd say, for companies that have the kind of offering that you have, for example. We don't call you a VoIP company anymore, do we? I mean, you're talking unified communications as a service across. So explain for the viewers exactly what you do, beyond calling you like a telecom or telco or something like that. You offer quite a breadth of different services these days at Call Tower, right?
We do. Our biggest thing is really about providing a true end-to-end turnkey solution to our customers that in some cases might require one or two or more unified communication platforms integrated together. Because it always goes back to the same saying, different strokes for different folks. And we live by that, right? So we want to make sure that for us, it's not trying to stick a square peg in a round hole, but it's about making sure that we're driving a solution to a customer. And what we realized a few years ago, and this was kind of an evolution from when going back to 2013 when I joined the organization and until where we're at today, is that when you look at platforms, you want to make sure that you're providing what we call best in breed or leading providing platforms overall. We all know what Microsoft has done in the industry with the emergence of Microsoft Teams. It's a leading solution. Obviously, they have 285 million users on Teams. Only about 12 million are using the voice, making it a full complete UCaaS. So we're one of those 12 million or participate a lot in that activity that they have overall. And then you look at somebody like Cisco with their WebEx, everybody coming off their premise-based call managers, and they're touting that they're at about 7 million users now on Cisco WebEx calling. And again, we work well there. And then Zoom, we just recently entered into a partnership with Zoom to actually provide Zoom Phone and what we call Bring Your Own Carrier, which is basically a provider for the voice services on Zoom. And it's a really nice mix of all three, because what we're finding is that in some cases, Teams or Cisco or Zoom might be the right answer to the majority of the users within an organization. But in some cases, marketing might need, let's say, a large platform for earnings call or for training or something a little bit different. And it might require some of those platforms working in conjunction with each other. And we're able to deliver that. The other part, when you look at something like that, is there's a lot of customers, especially with what's been going on with the pandemic. We're already post the pandemic and just kind of monitoring to see what kind of goes on. You have a lot of customers coming off a premise based solution and moving into the cloud, but they're not ready to do a rip and replace. They're at the point right now that they're saying, we're ready to go, but I have too much invested in my devices, my handsets, my headsets, etc. And I want to be able to keep leveraging that. But I have new offices that I'm opening up, so I don't want to put it on older technology or acquired a company or a location. And I'm looking at going ahead and making sure that that's on what we're going to move to eventually. And we're able to integrate that. We're able to go ahead and work and integrate all the premise-based solutions with Microsoft Teams or Cisco or Zoom, and really give customers that what we call the inter-platform dialing, which means you could have a premise-based user call a Teams user and vice versa, and it never goes out to the public switch telephone network, to the PSTN. It all stays within the call tower network, and it's like an extension that you're dialing. So different things like that we really make sure to kind of stay ahead of the curve with those different types of platforms that we all know that they're good or very good in what they do, but at the same time, there's always some gaps in any platform that you have if that's the only thing that you're providing. So we like to fill in those gaps with a lot of different innovation and products on our own.
Innovation indeed. You're also a 5.9 certified integrated network partner, a favorite company of mine. Are really killing it in the CCaaS space, as you know. So how did you decide to branch out into CCaaS and extend your kind of reach across this domain?
Sure. Well, we actually similar thing that we did on the UCaaS side is what we do on the CCaaS side. We decided in 2013 that we were going to get into the CCaaS business because a lot of our customers were asking for it. They
Mm.
wanted that whole front of that whole turnkey solution with one provider. And some people like to say one choke to one neck to one choke to one neck to choke, excuse me, or something like that. I don't like to say that too often, but it is a pretty good analogy overall. And what we found is that when you're working with a lot of CCaaS providers, you want to make sure that you're working with somebody that is kind of the leader, right? I mean, for a long time, Five9 has been a leader in the Gartner quadrant. We did work with a couple of others prior to our partnership with Five9, but in 2016, we made the decision to move forward with Five9. I just actually came back from their sales kickoff event last week in Las Vegas. We won an award, so very happy that we won
Oh,
a.
congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thank you. It was a Rising Star Award, which was great. So it means that we're doing really good. We had some banner years with them over the past several years. And we do sell other CCaaS. We are also a partner with Cisco WebEx Contact Center, which obviously works very well for our Cisco customers. And then we also have our own proprietary, what we call um, call tower contact center solution. Really no unique there. And we're able to provide all three. But the majority of our customers do love the Five9 solution, and we're a big partner with them. They're very well integrated with Microsoft Teams, which is obviously a big seller for us right now on the CCaaS side, and we're just very happy with the partnership. And we're a little bit different with them because when we say that we are an integrated network provider, that means that we put the Five9 solution on our paper. So that means that we do everything from the sales discovery, the implementation, the project management, and then also the support afterwards with the customers. And they like that. They want to make sure that they're able to talk to one individual or one organization that understands their entire solution from beginning to end. So we've had a lot of success with them. We continue to expand with them. So we're very happy about where we're going with them on the international front as they continue to expand also as well. But a very, very good type partnership that we have with them.
That's fantastic. So it seems like your philosophy is just give the customer exactly what they want on their terms, so how they want it. Is it is it any simpler than that, or am I oversimplifying kind of
No,
things,
no,
call
you're absolutely right. It's about choices, right? And
Yeah.
customers want to have choices. You want to avoid shadow IT, right? So somebody that you don't want to go ahead and have a separate conference bridge or something like that that's not certified within your IT organization. The other part of this though is what we call Tower Connect. I mean, everybody uses the word connect, but our administrative portal is called Call Tower Connect. We actually started developing in 2011. We launched it in 2013. All of our customers are on it today. And the great thing about it is that it does integrate all these platforms. So if you do happen to have a customer, as an example, that's using a prem-based solution, they're also using, let's say, Microsoft Teams or Cisco WebEx, they can log into Call Tower Connect and make the MACD changes that they have to instead of
Mm.
logging in to the individual platforms, which would get a little tedious when you're managing a large organization. So that was the idea behind Call Tower Connect, that it is pretty much platform agnostic, and we could add multiple different solutions to it and make it work together back and forth. So you have one location that has all of your inventory of your DIDs, your users, and so forth that you get to manage instead of having to pick and choose which platform I go to make a difference. And a big pull that we have right now is really just anything like around analog devices or CRM integrations, for pop-ups that are outside of a contact center solution, door buzzers, overhead paging, those things that are necessary evils, right? As I kind of call them, we need them, but a lot of folks, a lot of organizations just don't want to do them. And even things like emergency services, somebody goes ahead and just pulls out that fire hose, it just immediately sends off an alarm and everybody's notified and it's dispatched to the fire so that the emergency responders get there. Little things that can make even a difference on a serious note, in some cases between life and death.
Yeah, and of course, everything delivered through the cloud,
Mhm.
which is no small feat. So tell me a little bit about the culture, because when I first got to know you guys, it was, early days of Call Tower. So
Yep.
what's been the secret to your success? What's the team like? Obviously, you've been there over 10 years, so you have a feel for the culture and the leadership.
I, I
What's
do.
the
I do.
secret sauce?
I got a great talk. I got to talk great about the leadership because I'm a part of it. So I was going to make sure to put in a plug for them. No, but all seriousness, I think the biggest thing, and you can really ask this at any level at Call Tower with any employee. It's really about the what we call organizational health. There's a couple of management or business practices, they're not really philosophies, that we do distill with our employees overall. And we do what is called a playbook. So we kind of resemble a little bit of a sports team that you say you can't go into a game, right, without having a playbook and understanding what everyone's role is within the organization and what you're expected to do. And we understand that things are going to happen, things are going to fall, you're going to miss on some deliveries in some cases, but it's not so much that you miss on them. It's letting us know and let's work through it so that we go ahead and we fix the issue. And I think that we've done that with our employees. And like I mentioned, the playbook, we've done that, oh gosh, every quarter going back to April of 2013. So it's been a long time that we've done that. We get together for 3 days. We do get our middle management involved. So they do come out twice a year and we meet with them and we say, guys, what's important right now? What are our customers saying? What do we have to do internally to make sure our systems are better from a product standpoint, from just the streamlining our products and our processes? And when you do that and you get the buy-in from the managers level and they're hearing it from their employees, I think it really drives a good culture overall. We have very little turnover in our organization. And I think the clarity that we bring every quarter, we have monthly meetings with our employees. We roll out the playbook every quarter. We just did it at the beginning of January. Everyone's going to get an update coming up now in a couple of weeks as to where we
Mm,
are with the goals for our quarter. And everyone's involved in them. And we make sure that we tie it into our employees. So I think little things like that really make a big difference overall because everybody is aligned. We all know where we're going to and what's kind of the goal over the next 3 to 6 months.
fantastic. And it's obviously showing in your results. We're recognized by Frost as a leader in the UCaaS market. You seem to be pulling away from a lot of your, competitors or peers. I don't know what you want to call them. So I imagine that's partly, the team and sales and marketing and tech. What's next? What are you most excited about kind of this year, this quarter, as we get into the year?
Sure. Well, yeah, to kind of, I guess, piggyback off what you're saying there, Evan, the biggest thing is when you look at the Frost Radar report, the nice thing that we like about it is that it is really an independent view, right? Overall, I mean, we have to give them tons of information so that they really kind of get under the hood with us, and we love
Mhm.
that, right? Because for us, it's the proof is in the pudding. So we have nothing to be afraid of. We actually like it because it just really kind of validates what we're doing. And we've been an international company for about the past 10 years. We've had customers in roughly about 70 different countries. But with the latest acquisition that we did back in March of 2022, it really just helped kind of expand or enhance really our international footprint. We get data centers overseas, over in EMEA and APAC and LATAM, which is just great to see. So from a customer standpoint, it really helps. And we could deliver, like we were talking about, those UCaaS solutions, whether it is Cisco, WebEx, or Microsoft Teams or Zoom Phone. We're delivering that in country, which I think is very important overall. So it's not coming back here to the US and going across the pond and so forth. We already have Cisco, Microsoft's coming out actually internationally in about 30 days, and Zoom's following right after overall. But we've been doing it already for a while. It's just really a tighter integration that we're able to do. So pretty excited about that international expansion that we're doing. We know that we have a lot of demand from our customers when they have offices overseas or even international customers that are not based in the U.S. that we do work with, and we think that we've associated ourselves with the right UCaaS and CCaaS platforms to really deliver a great solution to our customer, which is first and foremost, but really make sure that we provide that flexibility to our customers and tying ourselves so we can succeed here in the next 3 to 5 years.
That's awesome. So you'll be at IT Expo next week, as will I. So I'm sure we'll see you there. It must be a really good show for you folks. What else are you looking forward to in our industry as far as shows, events, maybe other things?
Sure. No, yes, I would love to. Gonna definitely connect with you down at IT Expo. Then we got Enterprise Connect that's going to be coming up in Orlando, Florida. Then we always have our channel partner show that this year it's a little bit later. It's over in Las Vegas, but it is going to be at the beginning of May. And then we get into some of the core platform end of year, beginning of year type of shows with Cisco and Microsoft, with Ignite and Cisco Live and so forth. That we'll be on. So it's always a busy time. Every month there's always something going on, and we got a couple events coming up over in EMEA as well that we're going to be attending. Tech Live in June. I think there's another Cloud Communication Alliance meeting that we're going to be meeting with Cavell over in March as well. So we're going to be hitting the road pretty hard with our employees overall, but just excited about where the industry's going overall. I think, when you look at UCaaS and you look at CCaaS, they're kind of in a little bit of a different stage of maturity. I think UCaaS is a little bit more accepting of the cloud, of where it's been overall, but now you're starting to see a lot more enterprise customers move to it. Obviously, what's going on in the premise space with some folks like Avaya and Cisco struggling a little bit there on the premise space, I think it's driving that. And now you're seeing that big push because of the pandemic with CCaaS, and I think they're both starting to work well together overall. So it's exciting times, and the innovation is just great. So I just love every time that we go to one of these events and we kind of see something new that's out there that we could say, is this something our customers want, right? We did that 3.5 years ago with text messaging on Teams. Nobody could do it, and we did it, and it's a big sell for us overall. So different things like that we could really just take, and we could either build ourselves or we could partner with the right vendor and make sure that we integrate it not just to one platform, but across all of our 3 UCaaS and our CCaaS platforms as well.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for helping keep everyone connected. Good luck with all the events. And sorry we'll be missing some of the good weather in Miami as you travel out and about, but I'm sure you're going to have fun. Thanks, William. So good to see you and hear an update from Call Tower. And have a great week.
Sounds great, Evan. Thank you. Look forward to catching up with you again. Take care.